Good morning and welcome to St Bartholomew's churchyard in Nettlebed in Oxfordshire. Now today we are here to visit the final resting place of a very fine actress, and she was CELIA JOHNSON. Yeah, CELIA JOHNSON, she was an actress of the stage and the screen. I don't know about TV, I don't think she really did any TV work, I can't remember. But she was married to Ian Fleming's brother, you know, the creator of the James Bond character. But anyway, what I should do, it's only a very, very small churchyard, so what I shall do is I'll spin you around the same as I always do. It might be a bit gloomy because it's still very, very early on a Saturday morning. But what I'm going to do is I'll spin you around and we'll have a look around this lovely churchyard while I tell you a little bit about CELIA JOHNSON.
CELIA Elizabeth JOHNSON was born in Richmond, Surrey on the 18th of December 1908. She was the second daughter of John Robert Johnson, who was a very popular local doctor, and Ethel, née Griffiths Johnson. She attended St Paul's Girls' School in London from 1919 until 1926. She left school with little acting experience but was nonetheless accepted into the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, where she ended up in the same class as Margaretta Scott. On leaving the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in the summer of 1928, she was engaged for the summer repertory season at the Theatre Royal in Huddersfield. After this, she appeared at the Lyric Theatre in Hammersmith, London, which brought her to the attention of the actor-manager Sir Nigel Playfair. This is where she really made her name, with a 2-year run in Merton Hodges' play The Wind and the Rain. This was followed by her portrayal of Elizabeth Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, and then Mrs. De Winter in the play Rebecca. In December 1935, she married journalist and travel writer Peter Fleming, who was the brother of James Bond creator Ian Fleming. During the Second World War, she joined the Women's Auxiliary Police Corps and later appeared in a publicity film about the ATS called We Serve, 1942. Given the demands made on her time by family life and her war duties, she turned to radio and film work as it was less time-consuming than the theatre. In 1941, she made the film In Which We Serve with Noel Coward and David Lean. This was followed in 1943 by the film This Happy Breed with the same team. The success of these two films prompted Lean and Coward to adapt Coward's short play Still Life for the big screen. The name of the film version was to be called Brief Encounter. CELIA JOHNSON was in her element, playing the heroine Laura Jesson, a conventional middle-class housewife who falls in love with a doctor, played by Trevor Howard, after a chance meeting in a station buffet. The film remains a defining moment in British cinematic history and her most celebrated role. Brief Encounter received 3 Oscar nominations, including Best Actress for Johnson. It also won the Palme d'Or at the 1946 Cannes Festival, and in 1999 was named the second greatest British film of all time by the British Film Institute. In the decade following the war, CELIA's acting career took second place to her family life. An inspired pairing with Ralph Richardson in Robert Bolt's The Flowering Cherry proved to be a welcome return to the stage in 1957. In 1958, CELIA JOHNSON was awarded the CBE for services to the theatre. The 1960s saw her join the National Theatre Company, and she also appeared in the film adaptation of The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie, 1968, which earned her a BAFTA award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role. In 1981, her CBE was raised to a DBE. In 1982, she was touring with Sir Ralph Richardson and Angela Hooves' The Understanding, and the play's West End run had been announced. On one of her days off, she was at her home in Nettlebed playing bridge with friends when she collapsed from a stroke. She passed away a few hours later in her home. Celia Johnson was laid to rest in St Bartholomew's churchyard next to her husband, which is where we are today.
Well, that was a very brief recall of Celia Johnson's life and what she'd been in. Obviously she'd been in more than what I mentioned, but obviously I don't like to keep these videos too long, so I keep it short, as short as I can. The final resting place is just over there in front of me to my left, so what I shall do, I shall spin you around and we'll go and have a look at it together. Right, it's over here to the left against this wall. Well, it's not against the wall, but it's a little line of headstones against the wall. Considering it's a very small churchyard, it did take me 5 or 6 minutes to find it this morning. But yeah, she's one of Britain's finest actresses, in my opinion. And here it is. It's not in as good condition as it could be. Celia Elizabeth Johnson, DBE, a fine actress, which is what I have just said, and beloved mother, wife of Peter Fleming, born 18th of December 1908, died 25th of April 1982 at Maria's house, Nettlebed. And she is buried literally right next to Robert Peter Fleming, OBE-DL, of the same house, Nettlebed, born May 1907, died 18th of August 1971 at Blackmount Bridge of Oxfordshire or something like that anyway. That on the left is the final place of Celia Johnson, and that on the right, the final resting place of her husband, Robert Fleming. Well, that was the final resting places of Celia Johnson and her husband. Sorry, but the ground's a bit uneven here. I don't want to stand on someone's grave. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you like the content, then maybe consider subscribing. And if you do decide to subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you will be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Well, thank you all very, very much for watching. I will see you all on the next one, wherever I am. So bye-bye for now.